Hey everyone, before we get into this video, I am giving away a collector's edition for the final shape. I'll have the link down below. Follow those instructions and enter, and I'll ship it anywhere in the world. Hey everyone, I once again don't really usually do these types of videos, but a lot of people are interested in the Mountaintop, and I did one of these videos for Tusk of the Boar, and I was really excited for Tusk of the Boar. And then Mountaintop was announced, and now Tusk of the Boar is kind of like dead content. So, Mountaintop, my new favorite gun in the game. I'm going to be farming for a shiny one, getting the absolute perfect perks on it. Let's talk about what does that look like to me. I'm interested in your thoughts down below. So just some context. A lot of people are going to use this for like damage rotations, and that's perfectly fine. I feel like you can pair it with like Parasite, and you have a really awesome combination of bam bam for, you know, like an Aatrox length damage phase or something like that. I think in most situations where I'm likely to use a Mountaintop, I'm like more likely to use an Izzy, and I would just use an Izzy's reload instead for like, you know, damage rotations or whatever. If I happen to get a good damage rotation Mountaintop, sure, I'll keep it, and maybe I'll use it in future bosses, I don't know. What I'm mostly going for Mountaintop for is as a replacement for this build right here. And we've talked about this before. This is what I consider to be like just kind of my favorite all-around build in Destiny. If I'm running around doing quests or just casual raids or strikes or whatever, if I'm just doing something that doesn't require thinking, I'm using this loadout. Eager Edge for movement, Forbearance because it's ridiculous in ad clear and that sort of stuff. And then for like more single target stuff, you're kind of just relying on Fatebringer if I run out of ammo. That being said, I think switching it, so Mountaintop will then take this single target damage, and then you can use all sorts of secondaries for your ad clear. I think that's much more effective, because I think primaries are much better at ad clear than single target damage, obviously. So like Sunshot blows everything up. Maybe not quite as good ad clear as Forbearance, but I think the difference that Mountaintop has between something like Fatebringer, I think definitely makes up for that. So, you know, Eye-Close SMG, Sunshot, Sally's Bane, all of these really great ad clear weapons that'll pair with Mountaintop really great. So that's what I'm using it for. Let's talk about actual roles. So Mountaintop, these are kind of the roles I'm looking for. And once again, I'm going for like a perfect shiny build. So I definitely want quick launch, and a lot of people, I guess let's talk about like the actual perks first. A lot of people are going for like auto loading and recombination. Once again, that's like a great like damage rotation, but I want general use. I'm flying through content. I just come across a really annoying enemy. I want to melt them as fast as possible and move on with my day. I also want to use Mountaintop for its like movement capabilities as well, so we'll talk about that here in a second. But I think Impulse Amplifier Vorpal Weapon is going to be kind of like the best all-around combination. Impulse Amplifier actually has a added benefit on GL, so plus 35% increased projectile velocity, which actually isn't reflected. You can see I have quick launch on, but it's not reflected here for whatever reason. So it's actually 35% faster than this, which is max. Velocity plus 20 reload. When it's adept, it's plus 25 reload. And then also a 0.85 reload duration multiplier to GL. So once again, an additional GL modification, making your reload extra fast, which is really cool. A lot of people for that reload, they're going to want to use Frenzy. If you're not using auto loading and you want to make a reload, you're going to want to use Frenzy because this gives you a 15% damage bonus, 100 handling, and 100 reload speed for 7.2 seconds if you're in combat for 12 seconds. So there's kind of that activation. This does give you, you know, this bonus damage as well, and you can do this. If you want to run Frenzy, that's fine. My only worry with Frenzy is there's a lot of instances like right before a boss spawns, or if I'm like well skating between different encounters or whatever, I'm not going to be in combat. Being in combat is receiving or dealing damage every 5 seconds. So if I have to sit here and wait for a boss to spawn, boom, I lose my damage bonus before the boss spawns, and I don't get it back until my 3rd or 4th shot or whatever, right? If I always want this damage bonus active, and I still want to have near max handling and reload speed, a much better combo in my opinion is going to be Impulse Amplifier and Vorpal Weapon. I always have that 15% up. Enhanced Vorpal Weapon only gives you plus 5 stability, who cares? But also, Impulse Amplifier, once again, maxes out my velocity, even though it doesn't show that. My handling is almost maxed with the handling masterwork. And then my reload speed is also ridiculous as well. And it has that additional modifier which is once again not reflected. You can see it's only adding plus 20 here. So 5 more for the enhanced, and then the modifier as well. So, or the multiplier as well. So that's why I'm going with this. In my second perk column here, or in my first perk column, my second perk, because I'm going for the shinies, I definitely want lead from gold. And then for my second perk in this, the Vorpal weapon column, I don't really care what it is. Harmony would probably be pretty good. I'd take a recombination. Maybe Frenzy, but honestly, I'm really just concerned with Vorpal Weapon, and this is just my initial thoughts. So once again, leave your thoughts down below, and maybe it'll convince me otherwise. And then I want the quick launch for the increased velocity and the handling that it gives to pretty much max out those stats. Once again, we're going for almost max velocity, almost max handling, almost max reload speed, and a permanent 15% damage boost as well. And all across the board, I think this is just going to be really good. So I do want the spike nades for the extra damage that they do just a little bit, but I also want sticky nades, and sticky nades have a very interesting interaction that I can show you here as well, and this will be a good instance for me to show you impulse amplifier. So I have impulse amplifier, sticky nades. I'm gonna go ahead and get ammo here, and then give me a second to go somewhere I can shoot it. All right, so here I am. I have Mountaintop with ammo. I took off sticky nades, so this is regular Mountaintop. You can see no sticky nades. I can use this for traversal all the time, all day long. I want to show you, yeah, impulse amplifier. Like, you can see I don't even have the additional 5 reload here, and this is reloading very fast. Auto loading holsters 2.5 seconds, 2.3 enhanced. You can see if I just want to like focus on shooting things, this is pretty fast for like a single fire weapon like this. That's so powerful. So I think that's good enough to not warrant auto loading if I'm not doing like damage rotations. Once again, like if I'm just speed running everywhere and I just like boop, oh, killed that guy, boop, killed that guy, you know what I mean? I think that's good enough, and still better than something like Forbearance in a lot of situations. But I get if you want to run like Ambitious Assassin instead, so you have multiple shots and you can boost yourself and then shoot it as well, or however you want to do that. Now sticky grenades are also really interesting. It's not going to be the greatest presentation of this in the world, but you can use sticky nades to boost yourself up and get some air, and this is really good for certain traversal stuff. So no jumps or anything. I launch myself way high in the sky. This is going to be really good for certain jump puzzles and things. And I'm able to get more off because I'm reloading extra fast compared to if you didn't have impulse amplifier. If you're doing that sort of tech, you're probably not going to have frenzy, that sort of thing. So just a very, very multi-purpose Mountaintop that I'm looking for. And once again, I'm going to get a shiny one, so I have all of the perks. But that's what I'm thinking. Let me know your thoughts down below. I just wanted to make a video so I can point people to it instead of explaining it 100 times on stream, because I'd say my role is a little bit non-traditional compared to what other people are looking for. But I'm very interested in your thoughts down below. Yeah, have a great day. See ya.